anywhere in the world, keep in mind that the preceding actions are observed first. Last time, before the attack on Iran was set to occur, almost all Chinese nationals were evacuated 2 days earlier. Then a ceasefire and other events took place, so some Chinese had stayed behind and were only brought back recently for some work. Now, a situation. If a war were already underway, Iran might have just blown them all up. But since they are there right now, understand that this is a very unusual and rare event, and it clearly indicates that something is about to happen. It is definitely going to happen. And looking at the rest of the situation, Abbas Araghi came and clearly stated that the reason I am going to Pakistan is not to meet with Americans. Whether Americans are coming from there or others are arriving, we have no business meeting with the US. We are only going on a visit to Pakistan, just like the visit to Muscat, and then on to Moscow, meaning Oman and Russia. We are only going to Pakistan to see if the US has said anything to them. You keep hearing the stance that we are not going to meet with America. So tensions are at their peak. The war is also about to reach its peak, and everything is heading toward a climax at this moment. And look at Iran. China has already informed them about the next attacks that are going to happen on Iran, letting them know that they are about to be attacked. Has had the most significant information so far. They currently possess intelligence on Israeli and American attacks, which is why they are evacuating their citizens. So, if attacks happen this time as well, civil infrastructure in Iran could become a target. It is not necessary that the US will participate in an Israeli attack. Keep this in mind. Personally, it is possible that Israel might carry out major attacks because Europe is standing on the sidelines, and the US itself. Trump doesn't have the support he had before the Iran war. So the US might have given Israel a green signal to attack on their own, but in return, Iran has said that if Israel attacks, then the US and its allies will also be attacked. And they have said that this time, we will also attack infrastructure. Meaning, if anyone thinks that this won't happen or that won't happen, all these things will happen, and the entire situation will unfold. Look, first of all, the Iran war will not end immediately. It will spread just like the Ukraine war. It will be prolonged, and we are seeing something across the entire world. The fear is that oil prices are heading toward $200 a barrel. Have you thought about what would happen if companies go bankrupt worldwide, banks go bankrupt, and how far the crisis could escalate? The US is completely trapped in this war. If they stop this war now, keep in mind that they will have to end it on Iran's terms and conditions, and Iran will say, leave the Middle East, pay money, do this, do that. Now, if the US withdraws from here, keep one thing in mind. First and foremost, its petrodollar will be gone, meaning oil will no longer be traded in dollars, and the entire US economy relies on that. And look, the biggest point is that China is backing them completely at this moment. 40% of China's energy comes from Gulf countries, so China has the capability to manage things to a great extent. So, keep in mind that America's third aircraft carrier has now arrived in the Middle East. 15,000 sailors and Marines and over 200 aircraft, 3 carriers. You tell me, this is the largest naval presence in the region in decades. What have they come here to do? Have they come just for a show? They aren't crazy enough to just show off, they have come to fight. So, if 25 refueling aircraft and military transport planes are in Tel Aviv, at Ben Gurion Airport, or other places, then what is the purpose? This is not routine. This is war, and war is about to happen. Iran has clearly stated that a massive portion of our missile capabilities has not been used yet, and we will do all of this in mere moments. So, it is a very tough situation for America as to what is happening, but they are also prepared to fight, and the interesting thing is that Iran is more ready to fight than talk this time. Look, America's intelligence agencies have briefed Congress and reported it. They said that what Donald Trump was saying earlier, that Iran has no power, that Iran is this or that, is not based on reality. Iran is a major power, and these people have underestimated it, for which they have had to pay the price. So, keep this in mind. The biggest problem right now is that Trump is wondering who he should blame. What he has done is that he is going to impose sanctions on China's oil refineries and 40 shipping companies, tankers, etc., that bring oil or goods from Iran. This is the moment when China is not going to be afraid. Keep the first point in mind. It is China that will impose sanctions on everyone. Regarding Iran, understand that Europe has said that if this war stops, then we will lift sanctions on Iran. We will show leniency. Why will they lift them? Because Iran has said that I will not let any ship pass through the Strait of Hormuz that carries cargo for Europe. What is the reason for this? The reason is very simple. They imposed sanctions on us, so we will impose them on them. The Emir of Qatar has realized that the situation is deteriorating. Because, look, the activity of the ships shows where things are heading. So now, the biggest problem is that the Strait of Hormuz is completely under Iran's control right now. Iran knows this very well. That there is no king here except us. So they are managing it very aggressively. The other situation is that Iran's supreme leader is not really in the mood for talks. Keep that in mind. He is not at all in the mood, as they say, to hold talks, that he must talk. There is nothing like that. There is no such matter for him. He believes that if a fight is needed, we will fight. We are ready to fight. We must never back down in any situation. You can gauge from this that the situation with America right now is that on one hand, they are preparing for an attack, and on the other, they are going to hit them completely. That is, a situation has arisen inside Iran, a strange situation, where they are fully preparing to hit Iranian officials, their leaders, and all their people. Now think, when you face such a situation, then what are the circumstances? I mean, do you see this at a simple level? The question doesn't even arise. So this is a huge shock, a big fight, and everyone is being crushed in this fight. This is also a very strange situation, meaning everyone is preparing right now. And keep this in mind that America is preparing for such a big battle and war that perhaps has never happened before. And besides that, no one is ready to support America now. Meaning everyone has become so fed up with this war. They have become exhausted. Everyone is so tired of them that no one is ready to fight right now. The other situation is, look, the American F-18 jets in the Middle East have been deployed already. From C-17s to all the cargo ships and whatever refueling aircraft there are, for what purpose are they all arriving? They are arriving for a major war, and this is actually the war that has always been a constant fear. Look, the scenario right now is that Trump initially thought I would either bring in my daughter Ivanka for 28, or I would change the law in America after this so that anyone could become president 3 times. The situation now suggests that the Republican Party is waiting for the midterm elections, where survey results are showing a 100% chance that the Republican Party will be wiped out and the House will go to the Democrats in large numbers, which means Trump's impeachment is certain. So, in this cycle, it is possible that the world may now see Marco Rubio for the 2028 presidential elections. That is just the state of affairs now. Look, he is also a person close to the establishment. He has loyalty. He has been loyal to Trump. He has done a lot. But the problem now is that J.D. Vance, who they initially thought would come forward, is saying the war must end. And whoever talks about ending the war is not close to Israel. Keep that in mind. Furthermore, if someone who is not close to them cannot fight the war, then how can they become president after that? You know this well, so Marco Rubio's number is strong.